Okay, so my today's topic is nootropics, or you can say nootropic drugs. They are also known as cognition enhancers, or you can say cerebroactive drugs. So basically, nootropics drugs, these and can also be referred to as, in simple language, you can say them as smart drugs. Okay, smart drugs, or you can say memory enhancers. Memory enhancers, cognitive enhancers. So nootropics are nothing but these can be your smart drug or memory enhancers, cognitive enhancers. These all properties are being required in a student. Okay, like if suppose you were a small kid at that time, if you are not able to study properly, you are not able to get good results. So various in neighborhood aunties or your relative aunties, they will say that okay, give this child few badam or milk, so that his brain should increase and concentration should increase, or give a good massage to the head so that proper blood flow should be there to the brain and the cognitive property increases. So basically these are those kind of drugs, but which increases the memory, which increases the cognition. You people will be able to concentrate in the classroom, people will be able to understand what is being taught. So basically these are these kind of drugs. Okay, but these drugs are different from those drugs which are used for treating diseases. Like suppose you people were suffering from fever, you will give antipyretic. Any person suffering from malaria, you will give anti-malarial drug. But here the problem is with memory, the problem is with cognitions, so we refer these drugs as supplements. Okay, so basically these are supplements. Okay, supplements or nutraceuticals or functional food, you can say. Okay, nutraceuticals, functional foods. So nootropics are nothing but supplements or nutraceuticals or functional foods. And what is the purpose of these drugs? These agents are mainly used for improving mental functions. Okay, they are mainly used for improving mental functions. What actually I mean with mental function, it means it is used for increasing cognition, memory, intelligence, attention and concentration. So all these things have been increased. Intelligence is increased, cognition, attention. Okay, uh, even memory. You might be seeing advertise Complan, and you will consume Complan and you will get first rank in school. So basically these things are mainly used for increasing intelligence, cognition, attendance and attention and memories as such. Okay, now these are basically the a common feature. Now where does these things happens, like this memory loss, amnesia or dementia is a very major problem. Okay, so the indications, the main indications of these cognition enhancers includes, so when we see regarding the actual indications, these agents are mainly indicated in problems such as dementia, which occurs in Alzheimer's disease. Okay, so mainly indicated in senile dementia of Alzheimer's type. Okay, abbreviated as DAT, dementia of Alzheimer's type, and even multi-infarct dementia. Abbreviated as MID, mid. Okay, so these are basically indicated in DAT and mid, so both are related with memory. Okay, dementia. Apart from this, common symptoms of elderly dizziness and memory disorder. So you people might be knowing any elderly person, aged person who is about 70 years old or 80 years old or 85, 90 years old. Those persons will be encountered with problems such as dizziness or memory disturbance. They will leave their specs and the whole day they will be searching with their specs, like where I have kept my specs, where I have kept my pen, where I have kept my footwears and all those things. So these mainly happens in elderly person. So these nootropic agents can also be given to elderly people who are suffering from elderly dizziness and memory disturbance. Okay. Apart from this, even small kids are suffering from some problem of cognition, attention and intelligence. So for them also we can give these nootropics. Okay, so small children which are who are like a bit kind of mental retardation in children who are suffering from problems such as learning, attention deficit disorders. Okay, so for them also we can give nootropics kind of drug. Apart from this, when there is an ischemia to the brain, ischemia means oxygen supply to the brain will be reduced. Under that condition also we can provide nootropics. We call them as transient ischemic attacks. Transient ischemic attacks, or you can say in case of stroke also. Obviously in stroke there will be vasodilation, reduced blood supply, reduced blood pressure, so brain will also get reduced blood supply. So in that case also we can provide nootropic agent. That means nootropic agents are also the agents that will provide a good blood supply, a good oxygen supply, as well as a good energy in the form of ATP supply to your brain. Apart from this, these are also indicated in organic psychosyndromes. Organic psychosyndromes, and which mainly occurs after there is an head injury or brain surgery. Okay, which occurs in sequence with head injury or your brain surgery. Okay, so basically these all are the indications of your nootropics. Now how these agents are producing these kind of action, means what might be the mechanism of action. Okay, so the first mechanism is it mainly act by increasing the regional blood flow to the brain. Okay, so by increasing regional blood flow to the brain can improve these activity. So one of the problem what is happening, there will be thrombus formation. Okay, thrombus means some blood clot will be there which will hinder the flow of blood. So